Yes, Marvin, what's your question? I said you cannot ask any questions in this class. I have no patience for questions. I'm just telling you, I will not. It's your responsibility to figure it out for yourself. I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I'm angry. And I don't want none of your lip. Do you understand that? That's right. Wait, what? Oh, Montserrat just came in. Wait, what'd you say? Yeah. Yeah. That's my true feelings that I'm holding in, but I really do it and I can get away with it that way. Interesting. Well, it's all on video, so now you have the recording of me yelling at you guys. You can say, "See what my teacher does." How many of your parents, if you showed me yelling at you like that, would say, "Well, that guy's awesome"? How many parents would say, "That's horrible. I'm getting you out right now"? No answers. Okay, so let's get on this. Here's the key for this. This is what we call is the unit circle. That's like bright. I'm gonna turn this off.
Can we see the answers?
25 subscribers. Maybe I'll start getting money for this.
Yeah.
Start
You
doing
don't
that.
have to be a teacher.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you guys remember the 30, 60, 90 triangle? I'm going to fit it right here. So hopefully you can see it. Remember the 30, 60, 90? I'm going to put it right here. 30, 60, 90. Remember 30. Oh, well, let me ask you this. 60, 90. That's a 30, 60, 90. I should have put 90 degrees in here. What's the length of Y? No. It has to be smaller than this. No decimals.
Oh, is it 1/2?
Yes. So, look. Remember, this is x. This is 2x. And this is x times the square root of 3. You guys remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And to go from here to here, you multiply by 2. But to go from here to here, which is what we're doing, we're given that number. What do? Divide by 2. And what's 1 divided by 2? 1/2. Right? And then once I got that, I just multiply. What do I multiply this by to get that? Times the square root of 3, right? Right, you guys with me? So what is 1/2 times root 3? Root 3 over 2. You just multiply. What's 1 times root 3? Root 3. 2 times 1 is 2. So this is root 3 over 2. Please keep that. That is very important for this unit circle. This triangle right here. Now let's look at the 45, 45, 90 triangle. What's x going to be? A little bit more complicated. Let's see, what do I have here? 45, 45, 90. Try to make it 45. 45, 45, 90. What's this side? This is x. What's this side? X. And this side is x root 2. So to go this way, multiply by the square root of 2, right? But to go this way, I'm given the hypotenuse. I want to figure out what x is. What do? Divide by the square root of 2. Is that true? So, what is 1 divided by the square root of 2?
Square root 2 over 2.
Right? That's your answer. However, what's the problem? I can't have root 2 in the denominator, so, right? Am I going too fast? What? Lou, am I going too fast?
Oh, no.
What's root 2 times root 2? 2. What's 1 times root 2? Root 2 over 2. Right? So this is root 2 over 2. You guys with me there?
Yes.
So then what's this one going to be? What's x going to be?
The same thing.
It's going to be same thing. Root 2 over 2. And that's all you've got to do. Okay. What? There's your answers. Let's try to think here. On your unit circle, have these two triangles on the unit circle. Draw it on there somewhere on the unit circle in the corner. I don't know. Somewhere you can see it. Maybe put one, the 30, 60, 90 here, the 45, 45, 90 here with these measurements.
Okay.
Keep singing. I love him, even though I don't know him, and I'll get rid of my voice.
Look.
Leave
Look.
everything.
Right here.
Oh,
she is.
Ariel!
I'll call her right now. Don't call her right now.
Call her. No, don't call her. I'm afraid. She's like a queen now. Is she a princess queen now? She married the prince? You know the real Little Mermaid story? I think she like commits suicide or something like that. All those stories are kind of weird. Those old Disney stories are kind of weird, right? I think Pinocchio gets burned in a fireplace.
Oh, I didn't know all this.
I'm just joking. I made up the Pinocchio thing. I don't know it. Okay, do you guys have these here?
No.
Have them. I can show you the world. It's a 30, 60, 90. Yes, it is. Okay, I am recording.
I'm just kidding, Diana.
Come on, guys. I got to move it because I still have to review. I have to show you how to fill this whole thing out. And if I have time, I'd like to review the test. If I don't have time, we're not going to review it. Are we ready? Can I move on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, today we're going to talk about building the unit circle. Here's the unit circle, right? I don't know if you want to put in your notes, but basically we're just going to build it. You don't really need, you're just going to fill this out. I don't know how you guys want to do it. If you want another separate sheet of paper to figure this out, I have a video you guys can watch that explains a real easy way to fill it out. Okay. But anyway, look at the unit circle here. Here's it filled out. Look at these measurements here. Root 3 over 2, does that look familiar?
Yes.
And 1/2, does that look familiar? And root 2 over 2. Those are the only numbers you have. Do those numbers look familiar? We know where they come from now, right? From the 30, 60, 90, 45, 45, 90 triangle. Look over here. These are negative. I should put, it's going to be based off, insert page, blank page, after current, boom. It's kind of like this. This is what it's based off of. If I have a coordinate plane, that's pretty fat. If I have a coordinate plane, this is the x-axis, right? This is the y-axis, right? Over here, x is what? Positive or negative? Positive. Y is what? Positive. X is what over here? Negative. Y is what? So if I did a point here, we're gonna have a positive comma, positive x, positive y. You guys with me there? You guys understand that concept? Pretty basic, but you have to know that. How about here? What's my x and what's my y gonna be?
Positive and negative. Oh, negative and positive.
Negative x. What about the y?
Positive.
Positive y. Got it? How about here?
Negative. Negative.
Negative x,
Negative.
negative y. Right? How about here?
Positive.
Positive x, negative y. And so those are the coordinates. Going back to this with our answers, I don't know if you can how well you can see it, but you see this is an x, this is a y. Positive, 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 positive. X's and y's are positive, right? Here, x, y. Do you see how these are like coordinates? Notice the x is what? Negative. The y is what? Positive. We understand that? And this one over here and this one, right? If I did the thing, x, y, right? Here my x, can you guys see that far? The x is negative, the y is negative, okay? And then finally in this last one, x is positive, y is negative. You guys understand that? Okay.
Are we supposed to be writing?
You don't have to. I think that's a pretty basic concept that you guys know. I'm just putting the stuff knowledge that you know into this format here. You write whatever notes you want. I'm going to start showing you. Yes, Alexis.
I'm sorry, do you have a tissue?
I don't.
1, 2, 3.
I have that thing over there.
Yeah.
Okay,
1, 2, 3.
I'm going to move on.
Just manage to put it on.
Can I take a picture of it?
This is in your canvas.
Is this homework? Like, it's gonna be an assignment to turn it in.
No, that's for you to study. Okay, I don't know what to say then. You can go to the bathroom then. Okay, now the other thing you must understand about this unit circle. By the way, did I tell you this is called the unit circle? This is the unit circle. Why is it called the unit circle? Because the radius, see this radius, is 1. Is it 1 foot? Is it 1 inch? Is it 1 centimeter? It's just a unit, whatever you want to call it, right? It's measure, what's the radius again? 1. Look at the triangles I had you write down. What's the hypotenuse of those triangles? What's the hypotenuse of those triangles? 1, which is going to be the radius. Now, do you guys see little triangles here? Notice the hypotenuse is the radius. You guys with me so far? Okay. Okay, I think we're about ready. I think we know everything we need to know to start filling it out. This is what your quiz is going to be. Fill out the whole unit circle. Now, it's just patterns. It's not memorization, but I'm going to show you a video that actually shows you a really easy way to memorize it, if we have time. Okay, so here we go. The first thing we're going to fill out are the angles. Okay, let's look at these angles. Now, what are the angle measurements that we've been talking about? 30, 60, 45,
90.
and 90. Those are the angle measurements that we're going to have. So let's take a guess. The first thing, what do you think the measure of this first angle is going to be?
45.
The first one will be 0. And let's go in order. What's the smallest one that we know?
30.
30.
Oh,
What's the next one that we know?
60. 45.
45. It's okay. And then what? 60. And then what's this going to be that goes straight up and down? 90. I thought I should make it thinner. No problemo. That means no problem in Spanish. Now, notice. Do you guys see I have a big gap and a little gap and a little gap and a big gap? You guys see that?
Yes.
The big gaps are going to be 30. The little gaps are going to be 15. What I mean by that, this angle right here is 30 degrees from here to here. From here to here is 30 degrees. From here to here is 15 degrees. From here to here is what? 15. From here to here is what? 30. From here to here is what?
30.
Got it? Okay, just 30 and 15. Get rid of those now. Actually, I could probably. So I'm going to add 30. So I have 90. I add 30. What do I got? 120. You guys with me? Then what do I add to that? 15. 135. Then what do I add to that? 150. You add 90 plus 30.
Oh. 90 plus 30.
You're either at a 30 or, because right, that's my 30, 60, 90 triangle. Then 150 plus 30. Would it make sense that this angle right here would be 180 degrees?
Yes, sir.
Because it's straight out. So then we keep going. Let's add 30 to that. 210. And add 15. 225. By the way, I have some really bad news. No calculators on this test.
Boy, stop playing.
No, I'm not playing. I'm being serious.
Wait, how are we supposed to do the trigonometry then?
There is no.
Oh.
You're going to use this for the trigonometry, and I'll show you that in just a second.
Other one.
Okay, add 15. We got 240. 240. And then add 30. We got 270. Then we add 30. Am I going too fast? You guys are probably doing this on your own. 300. Then we add 30. We got 15, sorry. 315. Then we add 15, 330, and then we add 30. What do we got? Lo and behold, 360 degrees. Boom.
So fun.
That was no problemo.
Wait, I have a question. I have a question.
Yeah.
How come you like skip like the line here?
What line?
Like this one.
Huh? Oh, well, see how they all have little lines there. We haven't done that yet. Little line, little line, little line, right? Little line, little line, little line, little line, little line. Guess what these lines are?
Yeah, it's just like-
Radians. Gotta put our angles into radians. Okay, so now notice we have our x and our x and our y, right? Okay. What is the length of this radius again? 1. So if this was on a coordinate plane, that was right here, right? What would the coordinates of that point be? I need an x and a y coordinate. What would my x be? What would my y be?
Wait,
You
it's
guys are thinking too
it's a
hard.
number?
Yeah. What
5?
if you have it? Let's say this is 1. Let's say this is 2, right? I have a coordinate point here. What would the coordinates of that point be there?
1.
1, 0.
Oh.
Thank you, Diana. We go 1, 0. So this point right there, see that point is 1, 0. So each of these are coordinates of those points. Let's do another easy one. Let's do this point right here on the top. If this unit is 1, what would the coordinates of that be if it was right here?
0, 1.
0, positive 1. Okay, that's pretty easy. Those are the easy ones. Now, the other ones aren't really that difficult if you know the pattern, in my opinion. That's what we're going to show you. So now, what are the coordinates of this, that? Well, remember, the coordinates are either root 3 over 2, 1/2, or root 2 over 2, right? Right?
Oh, yes.
Based on the triangles, what just happened? Based on the triangle, 30, 60, 90, 45, 45, 90, 60, 30, 90. Okay. So let's do this part. right. 0. This was 30. This was 45. This was 60. And then we got 90. We had this was 0, 1. And this was 1, 0. So you guys, right? So see how that was easy? Okay, so here we go. Let's look at our 30, 60, 90 triangle. Okay, so that's going to be this right here. Let's do this one. This is 30. We're going to look at this triangle right here. This is a 30, 60, 90 triangle. You guys see the triangle there?
Yeah.
Now, the coordinates will be this and that, right? See that? My X and my Y.
Yes.
Where'd it go? Okay, so here's a piece of the triangle. See the piece of the triangle? And this is the point we're trying to figure out. That point right there. I want to figure out this and this. Remember, our hypotenuse is 1. I think we already did this triangle, right?
Yeah.
On your little paper, right?
Yeah.
So this is 1. What's this? What's the height going to be? 1/2. What's the, I don't know, whatever that thing's called over there. The X. Root 3 over 2. You guys good with that? Is anyone confused by that? Raise your hand if I understand so I know we can move on. Okay. So we said the X value was root 3. Oh, I can do root 3 over, you can write it like that, root 3 over 2. And the height is what? 1/2. There you go. You guys got it?
Yes.
What about the 45, 45, 90 triangle? Look at your 45, 45, 90 here. Oh, shoot. What the heck? Oh, my gosh. You got to be kidding me. Why'd that thing appear all of a sudden? Oh, there. Okay. Okay, so, oh, I didn't get the radians. We'll do the radians in a second, too. Okay, let's do the 45, 45, 90. Oh, let's do the radians, actually, too. Now, how many radians is 30 degrees? How do you figure out how many radians is 30 degrees?
Pi over 180.
30 times. Want to turn to radians, so you put pi on top, 180 degrees on the bottom. And then you just reduce, right? So cancels out. I'm going to cancel out the zeros. Is that okay if I do that? Huh? Why? Because we have to reduce it. Divide by 10. I just divided by 10 though. So now it's 3 pi. It has to be its lowest form. 3 pi over 18. What's that become? Pi over 6. Divide the numerator and the denominator by 3. Pi over 6. So that is pi over 6 radians. There's our radians. We have our height, our X and our Y, and that's pretty much the 30. Now again, you're not going to spend all this time somewhere. I have to put radians. I don't know where the radians go here. Oh, I think it goes over here, but we'll say it's pi over 6 radians. You have a, I think it's over here where your spot is for the radians.
Oh yeah, right here.
Right there. That's supposed to be the radian. That's like the 1, 0. Anyway, put your radians there. Now let's do the. Oh no, radians is right here. Sorry, radians is right here. Oh, I just messed the whole thing up. Radians is here. Sorry, radians here. Pi over 6. Got it? Yes.
Is it different though because it's the smaller triangle?
The 30 goes in here, right? I'm not sure what you're saying. Are you saying I put my numbers in the wrong spot?
Kind of. No,
No, I think it's just represent. Well, let's look at the answers. I have the answers here. They put it right here to represent the 30. Okay? I understand. It should be here, but that's the 0. They put it above the angle. Okay? Anyway, that's that. Okay. Okay, so now let's look at the 45, 45, 90 triangle. Okay, 45, 45, 90. For this point right here. Remember, this is 1, right? We already calculated it. What's the y and what's the x? What's root 2 over 2? You guys have that there, right? Root 2 over 2 and root 2 over 2. Root 2 over 2, root 2 over 2. Now let's figure out our radians. What's our radians? 45 degrees. Now there's a pattern here where you don't have to calculate, and I'll show you the pattern just after the video. I'll show you the pattern. Is pi over 180. They're both visible by 45. I believe it's pi over 4. Divide both by 45. This becomes 4, and it's pi over 4. And so that's all you have to do. So this is pi over 4. So this is root 2 over 2. And this is root 2 over 2. This is 1. And so we're going to say, am I going too fast? No, I'm standing there. Am I going too fast for anyone?
No.
I have a question. Are we gonna have to show our work on how to call all that?
No.
Okay.
You just fill this mother father out. And then pi over 4. So guess what this is?
1 over 2.
1 over 2
Root
root 3 over 2. Those of you who are confused, raise your hand if you get that. See the pattern. Those of you who are confused, you realize that when you look at your 30, 60, 90. Oh, I hate this job.
Is that first one? Pi over 2.
Remember when Amazon shut down? Amazon and Google rule the world. Did I tell you guys that?
Yes.
My 60, right, is the opposite of my 30, right? So the longer side here, which you guys look at your triangles, right? Opposite 60 is root 3 over 2, and the opposite of the 30 is 1/2, right? This is 1. So 1/2 root 3, yeah, they just switch. Okay? And the 60, well, we got to figure out the 60 degrees times pi over 180 degrees is both divisible by 6. Pi over 3. Got it?
Yes.
Pi over 3. We go back. And we say, let's go back. The one we're filling out. And this is pi over 3. And there's the first quadrant. But the pattern keeps repeating. So let's look at the next one. Now the triangles are facing the other way. Okay? Let's look at this side over here. What was this? This was 90. This was add 30, 120, add 15, 135. I know you guys have it, but add 15, 150, and 180. Oops. Okay. So now let's look at this one right here. So let's see if I can draw this. Okay, you see the triangle there? Here's my 120. You guys see that? Going this way. This is 120 degrees. Do you guys see that? Okay, what's this right here? 180 degrees. You guys see that? You guys see that? With me? What is the measure of this angle right here? There's the triangle. What's the measure of that angle? How'd you get 60? Yeah. So my 60, remember, what's this? What's my height? Now my triangle's facing this way. What's my height? Root 3 over 2 and 1/2. I feel like I'm putting you guys to sleep. I'm going to let you guys work on this in a second. I just want to make sure you understand this side. So what's this? Remember my x coordinate and my y coordinates right here.
Is it negative?
So this is going to be negative, and this will be positive. So this will be negative 1/2. My x is negative 1/2 because I'm going this direction. My y is root 3 over 2. This triangle right here is now my, right, I have it here. This is 135. So that makes this 180. So what's the measure of this right here? The 45-degree angle now. You guys see that's a 45-degree? So now this becomes what? Root 2 over 2 and root 2 over 2. So now this is negative root 2 over 2, root 2 over 2. And so then what's this last, based on the pattern? Okay, I'm going to have you guys go into your groups and try to do the rest. I'll do mini lessons if you want to do the lower quadrant, if you need someone to help with the lower quadrant, and mini lessons for the quadrant 4. Okay? Go ahead and transform. I will pause this. Can I pause this?
That's true.